So for the first match we have for today, we have Champion Slug versus Keppler for Melee at Epic Singles 117, and they're doing a ladder format today. So there's going to be a lot of different kinds of matches we're going to see today, different combinations of players that we might not see every event, which I think is kind of cool. Ladder formats are a little weird, but I think they have a lot of positive stuff for new players who get to just play more matches because of it. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about the format all that much. I'm here to talk about their set, right? So I think they're going to have a cool set. These guys look like they're playing pretty closely, and that's what I like to see a lot of the time. Just sets that are happening, they're going to be close, We missed a little bit of the first of the match here, transitioning from doubles. And I was also talking to Nox, who I haven't seen in probably, over a year. I didn't even see him last summer. It was the summer before that. He was hosting the Nox Box events that were a lot of fun. I don't think I've seen him since then. Or maybe Fight or Flight. We went to a Fight or Flight together at some point. Interesting air dodge. I kind of like it there from Champion Slug. I'll probably be joined by, maybe not this set, but within a few, Nox will probably come join me on commentary here. I know he's a favorite to doing commentary as well. Wow, Champion Slug's actually really patient on this. Yeah, he certainly can. So I get a... yeah, you just have to talk close and be this volume. Instead of being met by...
I've never seen either of them.
I know, isn't that cool? So instead of having Nox over in commentary, I'm getting a different Mark player, VMPR, is joining me.
Yeah.
I was just doing that.
Echoes of Mucho Man and Apathy in the corner.
Echoes
yeah, they're playing the same matchup, right? So that's cool. Oh shit, there's a... Ooh, should I be right here? I dig it.
It's not up yet.
Okay, that's fair.
This is always active.
Alright, I'll try to commentate it from the corner. Alright, so one thing I noticed Sheiks do... Yeah, I know you will. One thing I noticed Sheiks do against Fox constantly is they really like to go for just the deepest of boost grabs, and I think that's really punishable, to be honest. It can get you a lot of reward when it hits, but it's very risky. That's kind of why I beat Mitcherman yesterday, to be honest. And
you think it's just because he was greedy for boost grabs?
Yeah, I don't think it was just that, but I think that was a big part of it. And okay, not throwing it. I thought he was about to. That's what I told Tanner to take advantage of too. So we'll see if that goes through, or if Mucho Man's made the adjustment from yesterday, because I know he was the one that mentioned it to me, and then I thought about it and I was like, yeah. That's true.
Have you played any of your ladder matches yet?
No, I'm queued up versus Mike B, and I'm waiting for
you have to wait for
Station
doubles,
6.
Right? Or no, he just got knocked out of doubles.
True.
It's all best of fives for ladder.
Yeah, I'm
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
I'm beating every spacey in this building.
Every spacey.
Give me FD.
I know. Yeah, it's super rare. It's like I just get to play all the spaceys, and they have to play me on FD.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Never mind. I like clouding out. We'll see how this goes. So these two players seem like they have a lot of their stuff down for people I've never seen before.
I also noticed Champion Slug is really patient with it. He'll look for these down throws and he'll wait for tech sometimes just to see if it goes to him, or he'll take that dash out to it.
Nasty F tilts.
Using his crouch cancels really efficiently in this situation. What is this?
I feel like they're starting to play a little nervous now, though. It's not as clean as
maybe. Well, because the first game was really tense,
Yeah.
So now you're thinking, what do I do to tighten up?
This is the big issue with being someone who, I'm imagining that they probably practiced a lot before they came to the tournament, or they played with their friends or something.
I've heard Keppler before. He's definitely been to stuff. I don't know him personally, but I see tags,
I was gonna say, I think this is the big issue with doing stuff like that, though, is that whenever you play in tournament and the pressure gets on, it gets kind of rough. It's like, yeah, I've practiced all this stuff and I can do it, but now I'm going to one of my earliest tournaments, and it gets a little rough out here.
It's definitely different.
I feel like I saw Keppler wave shining him earlier and stuff, and now he's side being a lot and getting stuck in his shine and hit by needles. Yeah. I think I've seen Champion. Wait, no,
Champion Slug is the Sheik.
Yeah, is he the guy on the right or the guy on the left?
Green jacket.
Okay, yeah, I thought that Keppler was the guy on the... Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, I've seen Keppler before. I haven't really seen him play, but... So Champion Slug's the guy I've never seen. I thought it was the other way around. Yeah. A lot of times there, you should be standing kind of just outside of her ledge dash range and waiting to attack. I mean, if he's not ledge dashing, I understand that, but then you can just react to his options.
Yeah.
Champion Slug getting really greedy for the F tilts. He's getting a lot of them because Keppler was just running into him, but I think that's kind of what's causing a lot of percent buildup right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I love that. A very unnecessary back air, but you know what? Just make sure.
Yeah, just cover all the options.
Yeah, it's like, why not? Yeah.
These side Bs are.
I was about to say, that was another one I think that you were bringing up before, is like, the thing is, you can't give up on him sometimes, because like we just saw the previous stock close out because of a wave shine to an up smash. Like, right by the ledge, too. So you can't.
Absolutely not.
You can't just give up on him if that's like what's closing out stocks for you, too.
Do you think the side Bs are him accidentally messing up his shine stuff? Because that's what I
think most of the time. Well, because there's no way that side B is like intentional.
Yeah.
That you want a side B right to the end of the lit. No.
Yeah, no, that's spooky.
You don't want that.
So one thing, if you're gonna just die and you're like, you have to really decide if you should go Zelda or not, because you lose all your invincibility. Yeah. Like that, if you didn't make the mistake of switching to Zelda, and he just stayed Sheik and took the L, he could have just came down and got a grab and closed out the stock, right?
Yeah.
So it's. Oh man, that chain is.
It's interesting because it's looking like it's almost working both times, right? Because you get the start of it, you get a little bit of percentage for it, but if they just start crouch canceling or they SDI it, you actually.
I would not suggest going for it anyways. It's just going for something else.
No.
Have you seen? I don't know what his full tag is. The shortened version is Ko. He plays Sheik and he's from Japan. Mm-hmm. He almost beat SFAT at Evo.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he does this really cheesy thing with chain where he like is up really high and then he chains to get down and lets the chain dangle below his feet. It's super stupid, but it works out a lot. It's like it just like puts a giant disjoint below you so you can
like safely not get sharked a lot. And if you need, you can even shake it.
That's exactly. It's definitely a gimmick, but
players. They're so they all have something.
It's a massive gimmick, but like screw it works out.
Somehow the least gimmicky Japanese player I can think of is like
Anza.
No. It's like Watch, the ice climber player.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
In
DSL, he's not very.
Yeah, and the Japanese player.
Yeah.
He's an Oregonian, right?
Yeah, he is. He's in Corvo.
You know how long?
I think he's just here. I think he was like a Japanese abroad thing, and now he's like back in Oregon.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know if he was going to be going back.
He's trying to go back to Japan at some point, but I'm not sure.
That's cool. Okay, so Keppler's going to take game 2 there. It's his counter pick, not a huge surprise.
Yeah.
Because game 1, think of it, when you're like on your neutral pick and it's really close, like you take the counter pick and that's going to be enough to kind of push you. But Champion's going to have counter pick advantage for this set, especially if he wins his next match. Oh, shut up. No stage is a good Sheik stage. You can't. He's not sure what stage you want. Champion's like, I don't know what's a good stage for. You can't tell him.
I know I can't tell him. I just disagree that this is a bad matchup for Sheik, honestly.
Shut up.
I think that Sheik doesn't win it.
Okay,
but
that's okay.
I do not think it's
not horrible.
I think Marth does better versus Sheik than Fox does.
What?
Yeah, straight up. But I think that winning against Marth as Sheik is a lot easier than winning against Fox. But I think Sheik has better tools to win against Fox than Marth, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, fair. Grab that ledge, baby.
The thing about it, the part of your opinion here that I wasn't like taking as a like controversial one is that, Sheik doesn't lose to Fox that hard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it was that I think Marth beats Sheik harder than Fox does.
Barely.
What? But it's like, okay, it's pretty easily contestable that Sheik just beats Marth, and then that's okay. Do you get me on that? But then the other side, like, if people think that it's a 60-40 Sheik favor for Sheik Marth, no one is out here saying it's not a 60-40 in Fox's favor against Sheik.
I think that it's both matchups are probably 55-45.
Okay, that's a little different. So much for Sheik, because like what's crazy about it is so much of it is grab based about this matchup.
Yeah.
Right. So like when you're getting your tech chases, when you're getting your grab follow ups and stuff, it looks like it's absolutely given to you because it like the punish game is pretty clean. So pretty straightforward. But when you miss them, oh my god, do you miss them?
Yeah.
Like you whiff a grab into someone, you spot dodge on your tech chase, and you probably just die for it. Like that's usually the end.
So one thing I'll say is I think that both of these players are pretty early along in their game, right? Like they're both early in their journey, and I would usually suggest that you would go for pivot grab, but I think that Champion Slug could be getting a lot off of wave dash back grab, because I'm noticing Keppler running in a lot, and he doesn't overshoot his aerials that much. Like all the drills are just directly at him, and then running shine can also be wave dash back grab, and it kind of like negates a lot of the mix-ups that early on foxes go for. And then you get a fat punish because you get a grab, right?
Yeah.
So ideally.
Yeah, because that's some sort of.
That's the next part of.
You need to make grabs happen to Sheik. You can't just be good at following up on him.
What I would suggest for Keppler is he really needs to overshoot his stuff. Like right there, he literally just got the lead rush back up.
Yeah.
He's
aware of his option.
Yeah. I just think
it's not that he's not doing
it.
It's that's what I was saying. It's not that he's not doing the good things. It might just be happening as much as you need him to happen.
Stop going for these streams, man, dude. They're punished now.
I wonder if there's a chance that that one maybe looked unintentional. What do you think? Because the
that
other ones
they
it was a
all
specific follow-up. No. There's no way. Because the other ones were like specific tech chase follow-ups he was looking for. That one I'm not sure.
I think it's just doing more.
By the way, they were talking earlier about this. They didn't know that they're counter pick. I think this is a pretty decent cheat.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I think these platforms kind of favor
Battlefield is your best stage, and then there's this.
Yeah, but you already won a Battlefield. So.
Yeah, as you should have.
Yeah.
You want
watching like Dreamland?
Yeah, I was gonna say Dreamland's good as well. What I would suggest is, I don't think Fox should let you go to Battlefield first of all. But if Fox lets you go to Battlefield, you want to literally ask everyone if they'll let you do that. Like just hey Battlefield, right? And don't say much of it, because if you win game 1 as Sheik, it gets a lot easier because that means you don't have to win on FP or on Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
that's why
if you can take the game 1 win, fuck it. Be really good on Battlefield. That's literally number one thing to shoot.
Yeah.
Now this is where it's rough, right? Because now you have to win on Pokemon. You already lost in FD.
Yep. Now you know you're gonna have to go there and you're gonna have to deal with it. Because even if you win your next one.
Yeah. It's best of 5. It's 2-1.
You're at 2-1. You're out. It's cool to see another Sheik around here.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with it. I love Sheik.
We don't have a whole lot. There's Raiden,
really
there's
glad
TDP. Mucho came up from Salem.
Bless Mucho's heart. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I definitely also realized that I spent his $3 on a bang and didn't think about it. But
what?
I'm gonna send him $3 tomorrow.
Give him his money.
I don't have $3.
Venmo him his Salem money.
I don't have $3.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hook him up, bro. I gotta figure it out. I already talked to him about it.
Okay, as long as he knows. I'm sure he doesn't care that badly.
No, he really doesn't. He was like,
he left the venue without getting paid.
He said I was fine not having that $3, but now that you mention it.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? You should have just why didn't you message me yesterday when I had it? No, it's definitely on me this stupid day. It's okay. I'll ghost ride the whip on this one. Well, that was actually really sweet. I can't believe that grab worked out. I wouldn't suggest doing it again, but it was good. Yeah, baby. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Look at that patience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my patience, crouch canceling. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's bad.
I don't get a good DI on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he couldn't close it, but yeah,
it was that his
hard.
movement was bad on it, so he couldn't get the follow up, right?
Yeah.
I thought the option was really good though. I think Sheik should be going for that more.
Oh no. I hate that. I only see that.
I feel like Champion Slug is honestly winning in a lot of the neutral interactions and punishes, but he's throwing his leads a lot, more than Keppler is.
Yeah.
And then Kepler's getting probably one meaty punish a set that's making up for it. Yeah.
Okay. That forward smash, just barely he SDI'd enough to not get hit by the second hit. Had he gotten the second hit, that could netted him so much. Pretty much a free edge guard.
One thing I would suggest, if you're playing Fox, is to not try to C-stick your up airs to kill people off up throw. Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. I did this.
It's a cool little setup. Last time I did this at Epic, my mic got all messed up, and it was really disappointing.
No.
So this whole screen was all bunk. But now it works. So I tested it out.
It looks really nice with the background and everything. The truck, I dig it.
Oh yeah, the truck behind us. Shout outs to that car. Maybe they don't want their license.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they don't want the license plate. Well, they pulled up later, to be fair. I'm not that worried. I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, no, maybe. Whatever.
I don't think it's technically a thing to not have license plates on stuff, right? It's just weird. It is weird, but I don't think it's actually a thing.
I mean, he parked it in the way of the camera. That's a little rough.
Yeah, it's your fault,
He
man.
probably didn't know about it.
No, I doubt.
There's no signs that they're recording it.
Yeah, it's like some event or something.
But also literally just put a piece of paper up in the way, but whatever.
But that set was really interesting because I don't really know either of those guys. I haven't seen Keppler play. I've just seen his tag and seen him. I know he exists.
Yeah,
when he came up, I was like, I remember.
I think that
Champion Slug was interesting though because I think you were right. A lot of that matchup was kind of analyzing what Champion Slug was like, what little tweaks he needed to make. Because the thing about Keppler was it was like, you got a little nervous, your execution made a couple errors, and like you lost because of that sometimes.
Yeah.
But there were like no glaring weaknesses in what you were doing.
Yeah, I think
a lot of simple stuff. There wasn't a lot of sauce on there though.
I think the things that both those players could work on. I think that if Champion Slug worked on his movement around the ledge, it would end up being really helpful. Because I think the ability to get on and off the ledge whenever you want as Sheik is very important. And
Yeah,
I think
agree.
that I'm pretty sure, at least from watching him do it, that Keppler uses C-stick for his up airs, just going from like Y to C-stick or something, and I think that's a really inefficient way to do it.
You're probably
like,
right.
You can either use Z or A or Claude or something like that, but whenever you up air as Fox, you have to make sure that you like get it out as soon as possible and hit them with it every time.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because there's so many times that he was at like 100% and just like couldn't kill him because he couldn't click it.